Hello fellow Sudokans and welcome to Zen and the Art of the Guardian Sudoku Puzzle. It's Tuesday the 7th of March 2023. I hope you are keeping well, enjoying your Tuesday, enjoying your week and in good health. My cat and I are now on speaking terms. Well, I'm on speaking terms, he's on purring terms. After our fight earlier on to get him to the animal hospital, he seems to have forgiven me now that he's feeling rather better, and had some expensive but painful treatment. I believe he's feeling rather better now anyway, so that's something. What's happening in the rest of the world outside my tiny universe here? I see reservists in the Israeli military, I think Air Force, actually. Some of them are refusing to go on training exercises in protest at the changes being made by Netanyahu and his right-wing cabal. That there's supposed to be a government, really a dreadful government there in Israel. Extreme rightists, and of course in cooperation with some extreme settlers. And doing some horrific things over there in Israel/Palestine. Okay, shall we get on with the game of Sudoku? This is the Los Angeles Times expert level game. Quick reminder, I'm not promising a beautiful, elegant or fast solution, or indeed one that doesn't have pencil marks. I will just find you a way to finish. A way somehow to finish. That's all I can say. All right. Okay. So let's begin then. How are we going to start? Okay, I'm going to start like this. I see 3 blocking these squares here, and I see 3s blocking across here like that. So that's going to give me a 3. Oh, excuse me. The wrong mode selected. 3 in that square there. That's not a encouraging start, is it, having the wrong mode selected? How about this? 3 up here and 3 across here. That puts 3 into one of those 2 squares. Let's extend across, and go up there. And we'll say 3 is in that square there. Don't see what else I can do with the 3s for now. 7 blocks up here, so 7 in one of those squares. Let's bring them down. 7 down here, 7 across here. We'll get ourselves a 7 there. And here we're okay. 7 up, 7 down, and 7 across there. That will be a 7 as well. Okay, there's a bit more. 7 up here and 7 across here. Puts 7 into one of these 2 squares, so we'll use our familiar blocking pattern to go down and across here. 7 there. So the 7s will be left in those squares. We have 6 across here, and 6 up here. There's a 6. Not sure if I can get any more there. think I'm going to click through and see if I'm missing anything obvious. Seven's already looked at now. Well, I might have seen something, I'm not sure, but I've got 6 and 9 blocking this square, and I've got 6 and 9 blocking this square. And I need 6 and 9 in this bottom row, so these two squares can only be 6 or 9, and not a great deal. Okay, but then what are we left with in these two squares? It's got to be 1 or 2. And still and oh dear. No, I don't see how that helps very much. No, I've been looking at since I had the 1 and 2 blocking here. I was looking at this, but it's no good. It's 5, 8 on 9, and then I looked at this column here, and I couldn't make any use of it really. I think I'm going to put in the pencil marks. As I often say, this is not a pencil notation-free channel, and I just try to go as far as I can with relative ease, in trying to reduce the number of possible candidates. But I don't know how to go much further here, to be honest with you. So I will continue and put in the candidates. Now I'm going to do this thing down the bottom, whatever I said. I said 1 and 2 in those squares. And I said 6 and 9 in these squares, right? Let me put those in just in case I get something across here. And I know this is 5 because we've got 5 like this, right? So, and oh, actually we've got 5s up there as well, and 5s here. We also have a pair of 5s there and a pair of 5s in these squares. Oops. Alright. I also know that this 9 blocks down here, so I get 9s in those squares. Well, somebody's having fun on a motorbike, as you can hear, I guess. 9s are in those squares there. Do we know anything else? Pair work? No, not really. Okay, let's see. Let's go through the digits in order, I think. Okay, I've got 2s over here. Right. So we've got 1 and 2 in those squares as well, right? 1, 2, 5, like this. Don't see that how that helps though. I think I'm just going to go ahead and fill in the rest of the candidates because I'm not making any headway here. So any particular place to start? I have no idea. I'm going to start here and go down and go this way, a kind of L shape for no good reason, but I'll just do it anyway. So we have 1s available in those squares there. 2 is in 3, 4, 5, 6. Don't know anything about 6. Everything else is done. Now, by any chance, could we get something in here? Okay, 1 blocks across here, so 1's still possible in these squares as well. 2, we actually don't really know anything about 2 in this block. 5 we do know has to be in those squares there. 6, 7, 8, possible like that. And 9s are in. Then down here 1s, then Not possible here, but still possible in those squares. 2, hello 2. Yep, still like that. 3, 4, 5, 6. Still possible in those squares. 8. Still possible like that. And the 9. We have pointing 9s across here, so 9 still possible there as well. Right. Okay, let's come across here. We have 1 blocking down here, and so 1 still possible in those squares. We have 2 blocking down here, 2 still possible in those squares. We're looking for 8 blocks across here, so 8 still possible like that. Everything else is done. Then over here, 1 blocking down here, so 1 possible in those squares. 2 blocking down here, so 2 possible like that. 4 can go anywhere. 6 is done. 7, 8 is done. How about the 9? Hello 9. We have blocking 9s over here, so that will be still possible as 9. Okay. Alright, let's go up here. 1 across here and 1 down here. Puts 1s into those squares. 2 blocking down here. Gives us 2 in these squares here. 4 blocking across the middle. 8 blocking up this central column. And 9 across the middle again. 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks across here, so we get 4s in those squares. 6 blocks up here. 8 is done actually, and 9 blocks across here like this. Oh dear. I think I've got some. 1, 2, 4, 7, 9. How many squares have we got? One, two, four. Oh no, that's 6 squares. That's no good. I thought I'd discovered something, but no, not really. Alright, let's get to it and finish off the candidates everywhere. 1s appear in those squares. 4 blocks up here and 4 blocks across here. So 4s are still possible there. 5 is in. 6 blocks up here is done actually, sorry. 7 is in. How about 8? 8 blocks across here, so we have 8s in those squares, and then 9 blocks like this. We get ourselves a single 9 here. How about that? Ta-da! Now I thought I worked out this column before, but I must have got it wrong. I thought I worked out that there weren't any singles in this column, but clearly I was mistaken. And now I know better. All right. Much easier with candidates, I must say. And I know some of you don't agree with me, but that's the way that I feel about it. Now, we can only have 9 in these two squares here. We can eliminate these 2-digit 9s because we've got left and right columns down here. So now we need 9 in just those squares there. Now, this appears to be the only possibility for an 8 now, assuming I've done everything. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and this is the only place for an 8 now. And so this will be 8, and we can get rid of the 8s down here, and this will be 3, and this will be 3, and this will be 3. And these squares will not be 3. And all that. This can't be 8. And nor can you. Alright, that's looking much tidier and easier to grab hold of now, I think, don't you? Since we see the 8 blocking down here, we actually have a pair of 5 and 8 in those squares now, so that's going to help as well, because we know that these two squares can only contain 2 and 4. 2 and 4. Do we have any 2s and 4s? No, but alright, let's just put in the candidates then. But anyway, now we've got a pair of 2 and 4 here, so this has got to be 8. Oi! 9, sorry, my eyes are going bad. It's got to be 9. Bad eyes. And this will, these two squares, well, this will be 9 over here, and this and this and this will not be 9. We have this pair of 6 and 9 here now, so that 9 can't be true either. Right, let's see what we've got left. Excuse me, pointing 1s down here. This can't be a 1, it must be a 4. Let's put a 4 in this square here, and let's get rid of all of these candidate 4s that we can't use any longer. We also have pointing 4s here, so this has got to be a digit 1, and these ones can go away, and so can these. Okay, 2s then. We have a pair of 2 and 4 here, so this must be 8, and this must be 8, and these squares will not be 8. Oh, nor this one. I've forgotten where we got to now. 4, I think I was doing, wasn't I? We have pointing 6s up here, so let's get rid of all of those 6s there and give ourselves a 5 in this square, which leads to a 5 over here and a 9 there, 6 there, 9 here, 9 there, 6 there, and 4 over here, 2, 6. This is the only space. We got 2 here already, so this is a 4, 2, 4. We have a 9 here. Let's get rid of that candidate 9 so I don't confuse myself. 7 in this square up here gives me a 1 over here. 6, 4 there, 6 there, 2 there, 1 there, and 1 down here. That's a 2 then, that's a 1. That's a 2, that's a 1. This is a 1, that's an 8. This is a 5, that's an 8. We're just left here with 5. And this, of course, is our 8. Here we are left with a 2, I believe. And we also have 2 blocking across here, so that will be our 2. And this will be our 5. And 7 is what we need to finish off today's Los Angeles Times game with pencil marks, as I prefer. And if you manage to do the mental gymnastics involved in getting that without pencil marks, congratulations. See you another time. Bye bye.